I'm torn on it. I grew up in Illinois. It's my home. But I left. But Illinois really left me, if I'm honest. And I do believe that people should start to live around people that share your values. I don't think it's healthy when you have to be ruled under Lori Lightfoot or J.B. Pritzker when there's other.
What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl and if Scholar. Today we are back again with another video from Charlie Kirk and Candace Owen. So today Charlie Kirk takes on radical leftist school system. Oh my god, so guys, without further ado, let's get started.
Hi you guys, my name's Nia. I have a question. You mentioned I think two questions previously. She asked about, or you recommended moving her conservative business to a conservative area. Would you recommend that for more liberal businesses to be doing that well? And would you also recommend that for not necessarily businesses, but just people in general to be moving out of the communities they disagree with and into their surrounding by people who they agree with, and vice versa?
Oh, I don't think the business itself is conservative or liberal when I say that. So I don't think that you can have if you make clothes and they're good, you make clothes and they're good. But the free market will determine that, right? So what I mean is that if you are an entrepreneur, you have to start thinking about the policies that are in place where you live. And yes, I'm a big believer that you have to think about the values of where you live as well. So and for every regard, whether it's business, whether it's family, I mean, this has become such a huge discussion when you have kids, right? Well, what kind of public school system, where are you living? What kind of public school system? Are you going to send them to a school that believes that their child can pick their gender and their pronouns, or are you going to send them to a Christian school? It becomes common sense that you want to live in an area that reflects your values and that rewards the behavior that you see as acceptable. So I think that that's sort of a natural thing that people should strive toward, and I'm being serious when I say that you now have areas that are I can't imagine opening a business in Los Angeles. I don't understand people that still live there. You are just being penalized for being successful when you look at the tax rates. And it's interesting that the young lady that came before you just said, I was a liberal until I got into the real world. That's exactly what I'm talking about, because when you get into the real world, you start to realize the way that you're taxed in certain areas. It's punitive to successful people. So yes, I would recommend it, whether it was what your leanings are doesn't matter, right? If you want to work for the sake of all of your tax dollars going to support, criminals on the street, whatever reforms they say that they're doing, then yeah, you could stay where you want to, but you're not going to earn any money, and eventually you're going to wake up and you're going to say, actually, I'm a little more fiscally conservative, as people like to say, and people tend to just migrate towards places that are advantageous to those perspectives.
And I'll answer the second part of your question. I'm torn on it. I grew up in Illinois. It's my home. But I left. But Illinois really left me, if I'm honest. And I do believe that people should start to live around people that share your values. I don't think it's healthy when you have to be ruled under Lori Lightfoot or J.B. Pritzker when there's other options in the same country. I don't. And look, Wisconsin is a completely different. I think Wisconsin is a much more conservative state than it's currently being reflected politically, and it's showed that in a lot of different ways. So Wisconsin's different. I love Wisconsin. It's one of my favorite places in the world. I mean that. And great people. But look, I left. I went to Arizona. Candace went to Tennessee. I want to start a family. I got married. I want to live around people that can tell me what a woman is. I want to live around people that believe that their life begins at some form of point and doesn't believe in post-birth abortion. I don't want to be worried that my guns are going to be confiscated, or that the kids in our community are going to be taught about lesbian sex when they're 4 years old. That's not a state I want to live in. And for me, that was a breaking point, not to mention the financial pressure of living in Illinois. So,
and by the way, that idea of putting yourself in a social environment that matches your own, that's a part of humanity. That's not even humanity. That's animal instinct. Find your tribe is what we're saying, right? And people do that whether you're first day of kindergarten, you're making your friends, you're finding people that you have things in common with. Then when it becomes, you become an adult and you're out in the world, it's the exact same thing. It's totally natural.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, I think it's natural. It's totally natural, and it's normal. It's like, as I said, animal instinct. It's human instinct. You always want to find, even if in high school, basic schools, colleges, you always find people that matches your energy, that you vibe with. You always find the group that you guys have something in common. So I don't think this should be even a topic that we should need to talk about, because if you are sending your kid to school, you know that, okay, this school teaches about they literally teaches about LGBTQ, lesbianism, which is normal. They teach children as kindergartens. They preach about it every time, and they say it is normal for a boy to see himself as a girl. And that doesn't match your tribe. That does not match your belief. Just because now there is nothing you can do about it. That's how the world has turned to. How the world is now. We are rolling with it. So you have to, okay, this doesn't match with my belief, so you better let me send you to a different school. It's normal. I will not take my child to some place that, or maybe a school that it doesn't collide with my belief, because I don't have time to go there and go fight teachers every day. No. So the best thing is take him or her to a school that that, okay, this is cool for you. That's the same thing that what Charlie was talking about. He was born in whatever, Illinois. What he said, Illinois, and now he is living in Arizona, and that's what he wants, because at least he said he wants to live a place that people can describe what a woman is. People are not saying they are men while they are women. But no, that's what his beliefs are. He don't believe in those things. So if his belief doesn't match with, people actually always use this word that bad cycle can never change the good attitude of it. Yes, it's true. But if you are in a cycle of smokers, all your gangs crew, your roommates, your friends are smokers, yes, maybe it might not change who you are. Okay, fine, because you have a good character and you are someone that always stay on the grounds, what you want, what you need, So okay, that their bad character will not change yours. Yeah, it could be that way. But they are smoking in and out. They're smoking. They're bringing the fumes out, and now it is not changing your attitude for you to smoke, but you are a third-degree smoker. Now, I want to say you are a second-degree smoker, because the smokes are getting into you. So what do you have to do? If you don't like it, if you are not like them, why don't you just move to different? Or why don't you just move from that circle where you don't believe in, or where you don't find it fancy, or where you don't find it attractive? Why don't you move to a different group that you think, okay, this group is what you want, Okay, you might, so do you get me? People might say, okay, my roommate smoke, it doesn't affect me because it will never change who I am. Yes, it will never change who I am, but the smoke is getting into you. The smoke, you are inhaling it. So you obviously you don't smoke, but now you are a second-degree smoker. If he is getting lung cancer, I'm sure the next therapy is you, because you too obviously are going to get lung cancer because you are a second-degree smoker now. So if you don't believe in this something, don't just send your child to that same place, the school that believes in it, and because you always complain, and the complaint you always do will yield to nothing. So yeah, I think I agree with everything that Charlie and Candace said. They spoke very well. I think the lady too who asked the question was calm, intelligent, and brilliant. She did ask a good question, but I think this question wasn't supposed to be asked, because human instincts, it's a natural human instinct. Let me know what you think about this video. If you have any thoughts and view on this, let me know in the comments section. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to click on the subscription button for more notifications. Thanks for watching. Bye.